Disclaimer. This video contains depictions of historical events, including war and battle scenes, which may be graphic for some viewers. The content is intended for educational and historical purposes only and is not meant to glorify violence. Viewer discretion is advised. Imagine standing in the freezing trenches of France, thousands of miles from home, with bullets whizzing past and the stench of death all around. For over 1.5 million Indian soldiers, this was the brutal reality of World War I. These men, hailing from villages and towns across India, left their families behind to fight in a war that wasn't theirs. Their stories of bravery, sacrifice, and resilience are nothing short of extraordinary, yet they remain largely forgotten. From the muddy battlefields of Europe to the scorching deserts of Mesopotamia, Indian soldiers played a pivotal role in shaping the outcome of the Great War. They fought with unmatched valor, earning accolades and respect, but their contributions have often been overshadowed by the larger narrative of the war. Today, we bring you the untold stories of these forgotten heroes. Stories that will leave you in awe of their courage, sacrifice, and the strength they exhibited in the face of adversity. Amidst the chaos of the First Battle of Ypres in 1914, the fate of an entire British-Indian defense line rested on the shoulders of a single soldier, Sepoy Khudadad Khan of the 129th Duke of Connaught's own Baluchis. As German forces launched a fierce offensive, waves of enemy troops advanced relentlessly, aiming to break through the Allied defenses. Bullets tore through the air, explosions shook the ground, and the battlefield was consumed by smoke and blood. Khan and his fellow machine gunners stood their ground, knowing that if their line fell, the Germans would overrun the crucial ports of Belgium, changing the course of the war. Under a hail of gunfire, his comrades fell one by one until Khan was the last man standing. Wounded and bleeding, his hands trembling from exhaustion, he refused to abandon his position. With sheer determination, he continued to fire his machine gun, holding off the enemy long enough for reinforcements to arrive. By the time help came, Khudadad Khan was barely alive, but his sacrifice had turned the tide of battle. His unwavering courage earned him the VictoriaCross, the first Indian soldier to receive the British Empire's highest military honor. In March 1915, amidst the blood-soaked trenches of France, a historic battle unfolded, one that would forever etch the bravery of Indian soldiers into the annals of World War I. The Battle of Neuve Chapelle was not just a military offensive. It was a moment of reckoning for the soldiers of the Garhwal Rifles and the Meerut Division, who had been thrust into a conflict far from home, facing an enemy armed with modern warfare tactics. As dawn broke over the ruined village of Neuve Chapelle, the Indian troops, shoulder to shoulder with their British allies, launched a ferocious attack against heavily fortified German positions. The battlefield was a nightmare of mud, barbed wire, and relentless machine gun fire, but the undaunted warriors pressed forward. The Indian regiment stormed enemy trenches with bayonets and unwavering courage, seizing key strategic points at a staggering cost of lives. For these men, it was not just a battle, it was a trial by fire. The chilling cold of European winters, the deafening roar of artillery barrages, and the relentless enemy fire tested their endurance like never before. But they held the line, proving their valor on the global stage. Despite heavy casualties, the Indian troops succeeded where others had faltered, breaking through the German defenses and capturing vital enemy positions. Their bravery earned them accolades, but their sacrifices often remained overshadowed in history. The Battle of Neuve Chapelle stands as a testament to their unbreakable spirit. A moment when Indian soldiers proved that they were more than just reinforcements. They were warriors in their own right, shaping the course of history. Even today, the echoes of their heroism remind us of India's critical role in World War I, a contribution that must never be forgotten. In the arid expanse of Mesopotamia during World War I, the town of Kut al-Amara, situated along a meander of the Tigris River, became the setting for one of the most harrowing episodes of the conflict. In late 1915, the 6th Poona Division of the British Indian Army, led by Major General Charles Townshend, found itself retreating from the Battle of Ctesiphon. Seeking a defensible position, Townshend chose to make a stand in Kut, a town with a pre-siege population of approximately 6,500. The river's natural defenses offered strategic advantages, but the decision came with significant risks. By 3rd December 1915, Ottoman forces initiated a siege, encircling the garrison and cutting off vital supply lines. The besieged forces, numbering between 8,000 to 13,000, faced dire conditions. Rations dwindled, leading to starvation. Disease, exacerbated by unsanitary conditions, claimed many lives. The Ottoman artillery, primarily 40-pound and 18-pound Krupp guns, inflicted continuous damage. Recognizing the gravity of the situation, the British command launched multiple relief efforts. However, these attempts were thwarted by the Ottoman forces, resulting in heavy casualties and no significant relief for the besieged garrison. After enduring nearly 5 months of relentless siege, with casualties mounting and morale plummeting, Major General Townshend was compelled to surrender on 29 April 1916. The terms of surrender were harsh, with the entire garrison becoming prisoners of war. This capitulation is often cited as one of the most significant defeats in British military history. The ordeal did not end with surrender. The prisoners were subjected to a grueling march to prison camps in Anatolia. The journey was marked by inadequate provisions, harsh weather, and brutal treatment, leading to the death of many soldiers. The Siege of Kut serves as a poignant reminder of the resilience and endurance of the soldiers who endured unimaginable hardships. Their story is one of unwavering courage in the face of adversity, highlighting the profound sacrifices made during one of history's most devastating conflicts. No account of Indian soldiers in World War I is complete without honoring the Gurkhas, fearless warriors recruited from Nepal, renowned for their unparalleled bravery and unwavering fighting spirit. Among these valiant soldiers, Kulbir Thapa stands out as a paragon of heroism. Born on December 15, 1888 in Palpa, Nepal, Thapa served as a rifleman in the 2nd Battalion, 3rd Gurkha Rifles during World War. During the Battle of Loos in September 1915, Thapa exhibited remarkable valor. In the early hours of September 25th, his unit launched a diversionary attack near Fauquissart, France, aiming to distract German forces from the main offensive. For Thapa, this was his first experience under direct enemy fire. Amidst the chaos, Thapa found himself isolated behind enemy lines, wounded yet resolute. Demonstrating exceptional courage, Thapa discovered a severely wounded soldier from the Leicestershire Regiment. Despite personal injuries, he dragged the soldier through no man's land, narrowly escaping enemy detection, and brought him to safety. Returning under heavy fire, Thapa rescued 2 wounded Gurkha comrades, showcasing unwavering commitment to his fellow soldiers. In broad daylight, he ventured out again, this time retrieving the British soldier, carrying him most of the way under enemy fire. Remarkably, German soldiers, acknowledging his bravery, clapped as he carried out this daring rescue. Thapa's extraordinary acts of bravery did not go unnoticed. He was awarded the VictoriaCross, the highest military honor for gallantry in the face of the enemy, becoming the first Nepali to receive this prestigious award. The award was presented by King George V at Buckingham Palace in January 1917. Kulbir Thapa's legacy continues to inspire, epitomizing the valor and sacrifice of the Gurkhas. His story serves as a poignant reminder of the profound contributions and enduring spirit of these remarkable warriors. World War I, 1914 to 1918, was a pivotal period that significantly influenced India's quest for independence. The war's profound impact reshaped the socio-political landscape, sowing the seeds for the nation's eventual liberation from colonial rule. Over 1 million Indian soldiers served in various theaters during World War I, facing harsh conditions and enduring substantial casualties. Their experiences abroad exposed them to diverse ideas about freedom and equality, fostering a collective consciousness that transcended regional and cultural boundaries. Upon returning, these soldiers became instrumental in disseminating these progressive ideals, invigorating the independence movement. The war period saw the emergence of influential leaders who harnessed the collective sentiment of the returned soldiers. Mahatma Gandhi's return to India in 1915 marked a significant turning point. He galvanized the masses with his philosophy of non-violent resistance. Jawaharlal Nehru, inspired by the global movements he encountered during his education, became a prominent figure advocating for self-rule. These leaders capitalized on the soldiers' experiences, channeling their aspirations into organized efforts for self-governance. While Indian soldiers exhibited unparalleled bravery, they often faced discriminatory treatment, both during and after the war. Despite their sacrifices, they were frequently relegated to subordinate roles, highlighting the stark contrast between their valor and the colonial hierarchy's disdain. This disparity fueled widespread resentment, prompting calls for social and political reforms. The post-war period witnessed significant unrest, with movements demanding recognition of the soldiers' contributions and broader societal equality. The war exerted considerable economic pressure on India, with resources diverted to support the British war effort. This led to widespread hardships, including food shortages and inflation, exacerbating public discontent. The economic strain, coupled with the soldiers' tales of valor and injustice, galvanized nationalist sentiments. The Home Rule movement gained momentum, advocating for self-rule and highlighting the paradox of India's contribution to a war fought for freedoms denied to its own people. The collective experiences of Indian soldiers during World War I acted as a catalyst for the independence movement. Their sacrifices and subsequent disillusionment with colonial rule illuminated the path toward freedom. The post-war era saw a surge in political activism, with widespread demands for self-governance, eventually leading to India's independence in 1947. World War I, through the sacrifices and experiences of Indian soldiers, played a crucial role in awakening national consciousness, challenging social injustices, and propelling India toward independence. The stories of Indian soldiers in World War I are a testament to their courage, resilience, and sacrifice. From the trenches of France to the deserts of Mesopotamia, these men fought with unmatched valor, leaving an indelible mark on history. Yet their contributions have often been overlooked. As we remember the heroes of World War I, let us not forget the Indian soldiers who stood tall in the face of adversity. Their stories deserve to be told, celebrated, and remembered for generations to come. Over 1.3 million Indian soldiers served valiantly during World War I, yet many of their stories remain untold. Their bravery and sacrifices played a pivotal role in shaping history, and it's time we bring their narratives to light. Which forgotten hero inspires you? Among these heroes are individuals like those in the Labor Corps, a multi-ethnic army of workers whose indispensable contributions kept the war efforts alive. The heartfelt letters from Indian soldiers on the Western Front, such as those penned in September 1916, provide a poignant glimpse into their experiences and emotions during the war. Do you have a family member or know of a hero whose story remains untold? Share their tale in the comments below. Your contribution could be the inspiration for our next video, ensuring these legacies are honored and remembered. For more captivating historical content, like this post if you believe in honoring these forgotten heroes. Share with friends and family to spread awareness. Subscribe to our channel for regular updates on untold stories from history. Together, let's illuminate the past and give these heroes the recognition they truly deserve.